Who will be my first victim? Find out at Stampede.
Hey there, wrestling fans. Welcome to this week's edition of Superstars of the Ring. I am Eric Snook.
I'm Brian Blitz. Snook, the video at the top of the show. This guy is getting more and more intense every single week, and it's obvious that he wants to make his mark at Stampede.
Yeah, last week you got the email. This week I got the email. I found it important enough to at least put it at the top of the show. We know he's going to be at Stampede. Beyond that, we don't really know much.
Do you suspect that he might be targeting anybody in particular? I mean, I guess we don't even know who it is.
It sounds like he's just targeting CCW in general. It's going to be interesting to see at Stampede. In other news, we know that Boone Anderson, our director of talent relations, has been traveling the country all over the entire landscape of America, and beyond that, he was in Hawaii recently. I think you know a little bit more about that.
I do, Eric. I received word that he actually was able to sign a talent who's somebody who's very ambitious from the state of Hawaii, the great state of Hawaii, a gentleman by the name of Kokino Palamalu. Don't know a whole lot about him, but Boone Anderson seems to be very, very high on him, so we're definitely looking forward to seeing some bright things from him, and from what I understand, he is signed to appear at Stampede. So
if Boone Anderson thinks you're great, well, may as well take Boone's word for it. And Boone knows what he's doing here in CCW. And you mentioned he's going to be making his debut at Stampede, and we're going to kind of take you back a little bit in time to last year's Stampede Battle Royal, just to give you an idea of how these Battle Royals go. Last year, 2016 Battle Royal, the CCW Heavyweight Championship was on the line, and it was an incredible match, and we're going to go ahead and take you away to that match right now.
And here we are, what everybody's been waiting for the last several months, the big 20-man Battle Royal. Not only is it for the CCW title, $10,000 to the winner. And look who's back in the ring now, Jonathan Wells. He's been gone for the last few months. During that time, and it started off. It is a Donnybrook right now. Everybody's on everybody. This is going to be close to impossible to call. We're just going to kind of have to sit back and pick or choose what we want to say.
This year, these guys have more to fight for than ever. This is the 25th anniversary of Stampede, and this time they're trying to win the CCW Heavyweight Championship. Looks like Shooter McGee's out. That's Frankie Morris, a rookie here in CCW.
There's Skylark, he's out.
Tyson Taylor, Skylark. It looks like Jonathan Wells is working with a Diamond Exchange again.
Quite interesting.
And
did you know that Jonathan Wells was going to be back for this show?
I had no idea until we got here today, and it looks like they're the ones who are taking care of business. They've thrown out every single competitor in this match.
And what are the feelings, you think? I mean, they were...
Daniel Anderson just dumped Bad Dog Brody outside of the ring.
Jay Lee's out.
Less Fortunate's out.
We're thinning it out now. There goes Mayhem.
Eric Moore dumps Mayhem over the top rope. Daniel Anderson, Jonathan Wells, and Alistair Diamond hanging back, picking their fights. Hagen is out.
American Prodigy's out. Now look at this. A double team here on Hayden Price from the Diamond Exchange. Jonathan's just kind of hanging out watching it, eyeballing Mad Dog.
And they're working on Hayden Price. Hayden Price out of the match. We're really getting down to the last of it here. Solo Jones dumped.
Mad Dog just got hit from behind, got hit pretty hard.
We got, 5 guys left in the match.
Wait.
Mad Dog's still in the match.
Still in. Still there.
Still in, showing that strength.
Hanging on. Eric Moore, Jonathan Wells sitting back watching the dirty work being done by the Diamond Exchange.
I can't...
Mad Dog's finally out.
Took 2 men to get him out, but they finally did. We're down to 4 guys.
Are we really down to 4 guys, or are we down to 3 against 1?
And he's going to do what he can. Jonathan Wells hanging back. Alistair Diamond and Daniel Anderson going to work on Eric Moore. It's just a matter of time, I'm afraid.
Hey, you know, Jonathan, it was kind of interesting. Jonathan did not get involved until Eric went after him.
There's Eric Moore unceremoniously
There you
dunked.
go. Now
This is
it's
a question
the
we've been asking in the webcast for weeks. What happens when they're the last guys in this match? Are they going to fight it out?
That answers our question right there.
You can't be serious.
What is going on?
So do we have a trio of guys now? Daniel Anderson, Jonathan Wells talking to each other. Alistair Diamond hanging on the outside of the ring. Wells attacks. Alistair Diamond knocked out of the match. Anderson
I think
doesn't
Alistair
realize
got a little cocky there. I don't think Daniel Anderson realizes now.
I think we might have some good old-fashioned payback, and here we go. Whistling in the ropes. Pulls on the top rope. And that's it.
That's the winner.
Welcome back, wrestling fans. There we saw Daniel Anderson winning the Battle Royal last year at Stampede, taking home the CCW Heavyweight Championship.
Well, you notice one of the final men in the match with him was, of course, now the current CCW champion, of course, Eric Moore, who was in that as well. And well, what if Daniel Anderson were in the match and he challenges Moore at the end? That could be a potential great rematch. We never know. It's him. It could be anybody in the Diamond Exchange. Of course, over time, Diamond Dave has sort of rehashed the Diamond Exchange. He let go of Alistair Diamond, your former great co-host. And obviously he is gone from the company as well. Another former CCW champion, Jonathan Wells, a former member. I hesitate to be redundant, but he's also gone. So obviously Diamond Dave is doing what he can to build his stable up.
Oh yeah, he's got Daniel Anderson, our former CCW champion. He's got Julian Marks, another former CCW heavyweight champion. We have Hollywood Von Royal.
How about if she were to enter the Battle Royal? There really is nothing that says she can't be a part of the 30.
And she's already talked about it.
I'm sorry, 20. It is the 20 participant Battle Royal. So anything is possible in CCW as far as that goes.
One of the other entrants in the Battle Royal at Stampede is going to be Skylark. He's our alternative champion right now, but as we've seen over the last few years, he is one of the most exciting superstars here in CCW. We recently caught up with Skylark and got some of his thoughts on the upcoming Battle Royal on January 14th at Stampede. So let's take it away to Skylark.
CCW fans, this is Skylark, your alternative champion. In January at Stampede, I finally get my shot at the #1 prize in all of professional wrestling, the Continental Championship Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. I've been dreaming all my life to hold that 14 pounds of gold. And I finally get my shot. All competitors, all #1 contenders, I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you, and I'm coming for you. I want that gold. I deserve it, and I'm going to bring it home for myself, and I'm going to bring it home for everybody at home.
Welcome back. There we heard from Skylark, our alternative champion.
Can you imagine what it would be like if Skylark won? I mean, he's obviously not the biggest of superstars, and he's been around for quite some time, and he has beaten some of the biggest and the baddest in the industry, already the alternative champion. What would that do? What kind of dynamic would that be if he walked out of there with both belts?
He's one of the most agile superstars we have ever seen
Very
here
innovative.
in CCW. He shows that size does not necessarily always matter. He could be the most incredible CCW heavyweight champion of all time. Of course, Stampede 2017 is coming up on January 14th. We're just a week and a half away. Yulee High School, bell time is going to be 7:30 p.m. Make sure you're there at Stampede. But for now, I'm Eric Snook.
One other thing before we close out the show, let's remind everybody that of course we got the polling going on for the 2016 Superstar Match of the Year and so forth. Just make sure fans go ahead and cast your vote. I believe Snook, you're up for Personality of the Year, so
CC
COTY
Wrestling.
right here. Go ahead and throw them your vote. And until then,
I'm Eric Snook.
I am Brian Blitz.
We'll see you next week.